The tea is hot today! Actually, there is no tea. And there is no spoon. I want to preface this video by saying I am not a drama channel, and so I will not be spilling the tea, so to speak, on any beauty gurus or naming any names whatsoever. However, I do like to talk about a good controversy, and that's what I plan to do in this video. So to start, let me tell you why I'm making this video in the first place. I have noticed a lot of these videos coming out lately, and it seems to just be increasing exponentially, where you see a relatively small YouTuber, we're talking 50 to 100,000 subscribers, not tiny, but a smaller channel, talking about how frustrated they are with bigger channels. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to be limiting this topic to the beauty guru community, because that's really what my channel basically is. Not that I'm a beauty guru, just we talk about beauty on this channel. And I do think there's a lot of points to be made in these videos. I've enjoyed watching them. I found them very informative and educational. But what I want to do in this video is discuss why these videos are happening. Why are these small YouTubers so frustrated with the big beauty gurus? Now, before I get into my list of why I believe they're frustrated, let me start with the reason that I do not think they are frustrated, and that is jealousy. And I know you guys have seen the keyboard warriors down in the comments typing away about how the small YouTuber is clearly jealous of the big YouTuber. You know, they must have these claws on those anonymous internet fingers. Ugh. No, I absolutely do not think it is jealousy, and I'll tell you why. I don't think it's jealousy because every small YouTuber most likely took inspiration to make their own channel from the bigger beauty gurus, meaning at some point, these were the people that they looked up to and they respected. You don't typically experience jealousy towards somebody that you look up to. Now, you may want to approximate their life. Perhaps you like certain elements of what they're doing and that's what drives you to make your own channel, but I don't think it's jealousy that motivates them to go from being inspired to being frustrated. So we've covered what I think it is not. Let's talk about what I think it is that is making small channels so angry at big channels. I find it massively ironic that I think the whole of our population, the general population, wasn't really aware that YouTubers made money until the adpocalypse. I mean, in all truth, I didn't even know it. According to my YouTube, I've been on here, I've had a channel since December of 2013. I didn't know about monetization until about a year ago. And I feel like that's pretty standard. I feel like most people just aren't aware that these videos make money. This gets so funny to me when we talk about the adpocalypse because that to me is where people started to know. As you were watching your favorite YouTubers start talking about how they were experiencing a massive drop in their revenue, we're all sitting there going, you make money? Now this gets a little muddy to me in the fact that we're talking about people who are making a lot of money. I think that's a very important thing. Hold on to that thought. Now, to come back to my own perspective, I finally started making money on YouTube. It took a long, long time, but I finally started to make very small amounts of money. The thing is, when I look at the amount of money that I make compared to the amount of subscribers and especially the amount of views that I get, I'm actually shocked that I am making money. And it makes me kind of scratch my head and start thinking, well, hold on, if I'm making that much with that little, these people are making a lot. So my suspicion is that for these, what I'm calling small channels who are in reality much bigger than my own, they are making even more money than I am, and therefore they know just how much these channels are making. I don't think I can actually guess at it because from what I've been told, this is an exponential growth. So apparently there are YouTubers, we do know that there are YouTubers who are making millions of dollars a year off of YouTube. Now, since the adpocalypse happened, we started to see the complaining and they're making less money. And I think the biggest gripe with this that small channels are having is that you are still making money. And it becomes this situation of if you got yourself comfortable with making $1 million a year, and by comfortable I mean you were spending a lot of money. If you suddenly drop to, let's say, $750,000 a year, we'll give that generous estimate. Oh my gosh, I need another $250,000? No! It's especially funny to me because I do work in the entertainment industry. I've told you guys this a couple times. It's weird how I'm there, but it's also not surprising because every immediate family member that I have also works in the entertainment industry. And I can tell you, we are very well versed in the fact that this is not a stable industry. And that's what we are. All of us on YouTube, we are entertainers. We are not working in the makeup world. We're entertainers. I just kind of like, do you not know what you have going for you? And I think that type of a mentality, that is so frustrating to witness. When you sit there and you make under $50,000 a year, you do not want to hear somebody complaining about making only $750,000. Again, this really is coming down to the reason why I think there's so much motivation to feel this frustration is simply knowing it. I think that if you don't have a channel and you aren't aware that there is money to be made at all, you probably have much more of a distance between you and the concept of just how much these people make. Number 2 is PR. You knew PR was going to be on this list too. This one is not limited to the smaller YouTube channels. This one seems to be something that, depending on who you talk to, they either love or they hate the fact that beauty gurus get PR. I think the central issue with the PR is the way that people are treating it. I think it is really hard to not notice that when beauty gurus are opening up thousands and thousands of dollars of makeup, they just kind of look at it and go, oh, that's pretty, swatch it once or twice, and then kind of toss it in a pile. Now, the reason I think this is so frustrating to small YouTube channels is that viewers still ask you to review items. They still say, hey, can you review this latest palette? Can you review this one? Can you review this product? Can you review this? And when you start looking at the list of what people have asked you to buy, you have to spend it all out of pocket. And for those people who are spending thousands of dollars every month themselves, it's very frustrating to see a large channel open makeup, swatch it, and throw it aside. I think this is how you end up with those criticisms of poorly conducted reviews. It's like these bigger channels don't have the time, they can't seem to find the time to use the free products that they were sent. Meanwhile, small channels are out buying these products. It's frustrating. Number 3 is referrals and sponsorships. We're going to talk about it all at once. Now, I don't actually have a problem with referral links or sponsorships. I think they need to be very well disclosed, and the reason for this, we've talked about on this channel, it's that you most likely will have some bit of a bias about products like that. Anytime you're making money off a product, if you're making money off people clicking it, you are probably going to have a bias no matter how hard you try not to. And as long as your viewers are aware of that, as long as your viewers know, okay, I need to take what they're saying back just a couple notches, but it still looks like a good product and I'm going to buy it, great. But at the same time, I see channels where every single link is an undisclosed referral, and at some point you gotta check yourself. At some point you didn't love every single one of those products, so why are you trying to make money off them? Pick and choose. When you're a smaller channel and you see these big channels, you see this divide between being honest to your viewers, the viewers who are watching, who are already making you money off that ad revenue, and the fact that you want to get every single last penny out of them. It's just not called for. And again, it's this thing of, how much money do you need? How much do you need? I hate money. Ugh. Sponsorships is another way that a YouTuber can make money immediately and in large sums. They usually start at around $500 and go up and up because essentially the YouTuber is making an ad. I think it's so interesting to kind of have a little bit of an idea about how much advertising costs. Again, because I do work in entertainment, I've worked on advertising. There is so much money that goes into traditional advertising. I'm talking about how small YouTubers are frustrated with this, but I gotta say real quickly, I do wonder how this is affecting the entire advertisement world. When was the last time we saw a traditional makeup advertisement? It's like it's just not necessary anymore. But again, with sponsorships, it's the same deal. It's the same deal of disclosing properly that you're doing it. And by properly, I mean loudly and clearly. I'm not a fan of hiding the sponsorship or pretending like the product is something that you just cannot believe how good it is. You need to be upfront about it. And I think where this is all merging together as frustrating is the fact that this is kind of exploitive. No, actually, forget that. It is exploitive, in particular to young people. I think a lot of YouTubers have really started to turn their audience to a more teenage and even younger market because it's so easy to get them to want whatever you're excited about. Just act like you're up with the latest lingo and whatever's in, I don't know, and you could sell a product. I think that for a lot of YouTubers, they're selling a lifestyle, and in particular that is really easy to sell to children. If you buy this lipstick, your entire life is going to change. We've seen it before. We talked about it in one of my most recent videos. And again, when you're a smaller channel and you're getting this type of a perspective of what's going on, I think it can be really disgusting. Number 4 is the drama. Oh my gosh, the drama is so sickening. The YouTube beauty community is supposed to be sharing products, sharing information, sharing tutorials, and yet it seems like every single day there is some new amount of drama that is going on. There is some beauty guru who is on Snapchat crying, their feelings are hurt. It ends up being this giant circle jerk of go and watch the drama, go and watch the drama channels talking about it, go and watch the original video, go and watch the apology video. We are giving these giant YouTubers an even more giant platform by supporting this drama. I just think it's gross. It really is. It's entirely for the views. I think so much of this stuff is manufactured drama. I was like, we don't even need People magazine anymore. All we need is drama channels and Snapchat. And this has always been good for business. It always has. It's a historically good, manipulative way of getting viewers engaged. And if you're trying to just be a small channel that puts out good content and stays drama-free, nobody's gonna talk about you. I think I'm most amazed by the fact that I've seen these beauty gurus make gigantic mistakes, and all it does is get them more views. This is the kind of thing that I know how frustrating this must be for these channels that, again, we've talked about this, they're buying products out of their pocket, they're making an absolute fraction of what these giant channels are making, and they're not getting views because instead of people watching their informative videos, people are instead watching drama. Ugh. I feel like this is kind of related to both of my last 2 points, so I'm just going to throw this in as a bonus. I think the extravagant lifestyles of these YouTubers is another very cringe-inducing factor that is leading small YouTubers to their frustrations. I wasn't even really aware of the extent of this until I started paying attention to the types of PR and the trips that these beauty gurus are getting. I mean, they are getting extremely lavish lifestyles out of making these videos. And at some point, you gotta check yourself and say, is that really the image that I want to sell? And I guess it is. I guess it is the image because it's this idea of if you keep buying beauty products, somehow you're going to end up on some gorgeous island, I guess. But again, for small channels, we don't get those kind of luxuries. We don't get offered a trip. And it's another factor, if you're able to recognize the economics of what is happening in this situation, you become aware that every single product that you buy from a brand that has sent a bunch of beauty influencers out on a lavish vacation, we are paying for that. You, me, we are the ones paying for that. It's not them. And I think that what the smaller channels are seeing is essentially big beauty gurus not having to work hard to get so very much. And it becomes very easy to see how there's a lot of laziness at core. I hate to say it, I'm sorry, I know you guys like a lot of big YouTubers and so do I, but from time to time, a lot of the videos they put out are just plain lazy. And for a small YouTube channel, when you put in your own money, your own time, and you still have a day job, it's really easy to call out those YouTubers on their laziness instead of to appreciate or see value in it because of your own unique experiences. Alright guys, so that is all I wanted to say in this video today. I hope that it helps you to understand where the small YouTubers are coming from when they do come out with these kind of attacking at times type of videos. It's just a lot of frustration, but it's not frustration based on nothing. It's frustration based on what goes on. I do think that if we want to change anything about the face of the beauty influencer industry, the only place we can start is with knowledge of what it is that is going on, and for that reason I greatly respect and appreciate every single small YouTuber that has come out with a video on this topic, whether I fully agree with the video or not. To TLDR or TLDW this video, I think that what we really need to remember is that there is a lot of money at the core of this central issue. And with money, a lot of times there's a bit of sketchiness involved. If we can keep that in perspective, I think we can still appreciate and enjoy the videos from our very large beauty gurus as well as the smaller ones. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, YouTube.